look at the way how the Vernier calipers works. Okay, Vernier calipers basic principle enti ante, just like that there is a main scale. ఒక మెయిన్ స్కేల్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ మెయిన్ స్కేల్ మీద నార్మల్ ఎప్పట్లానే we have a what do you say a scale, and on top of that there is a slider. ఆ స్లైడర్ కి ఇంకొక జా ఉంటుంది. సో on the if you move the slider ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య distance measure చేయాలి. So there is a slider like there is a jaws like this, and there are additional jaws like this also. ఇక్కడ ఒక జా దీనికి కనెక్టెడ్ ఉంటుంది అది, and then there is another movable. They call them as heads or jaws. I don't remember the name what they call it as. Okay, so if you move the red one, the distance between them or the distance between them can be easily measured. Oh, that is a basic principle. Now the interesting principle is there is another scale on the Vernier calipers, Vernier scale. This movable part ఏదైతే ఉందో దాన్నేమో ఈ స్కేల్ నేమో Vernier scale అంటాడు. This thing is called as Vernier scale. This thing is called as main scale. Now there are ways to remember this. You can remember it as a formula or something like that, but instead of remembering it as a formula, I have a easier way for you to remember it. Okay, let me show you that. Main scale తీసుకోండి. Let's just take the main scale. On the main scale, I'm zooming in and saying 0 to 1 centimeters. 0 to 1 centimeters, and that 1 centimeter is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one is a millimeter. Each distance is a millimeter. So the whole 1 centimeter is divided into 10 parts, so that each part is basically 1 millimeter, right? So this part is clear. So this is a main scale. Now the Vernier scale is on top of it. Sometimes it is on bottom, so don't have to worry about that. It is only, most of the cases they only take 9 millimeters. The total length is 9 millimeters, but they divide these 9 millimeters into again 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again this is divided into 10 parts. So can somebody tell me what is the length of each part? ఇక్కడ 1 centimeter 10 parts చేస్తే 1/10 centimeters, which is nothing but 1 millimeter. ఇక్కడ 9 millimeters ని 10 parts చేస్తే can anybody understand? Sorry, let me put it this way. Instead of writing as 1 centimeter, they divided 10 millimeters into 10 parts. So ఒక్కొక్కటి 10/10 millimeters, which is equals to 1 millimeter ఒక్కొక్క reading length. So on the Vernier scale they divided 9 millimeters into 10 parts. So ఒక్కొక్క length ఒక్కొక్క unit length ఎంత అవుతుంది? 9/10 millimeters అవుతుందా లేదా? People, are you getting this or not?
Yes sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So here the 10 millimeters is divided into 10 parts, so each one is 1 millimeter. But on the Vernier scale only 9 millimeters is divided into 10 parts, so each part is 9/10 millimeters. Now here is the interesting part. Let us observe these. Let us just imagine these two are already aligned. These two are aligned. What will be the distance between this and this? Can somebody tell me? What will be the distance?
1/10 millimeters.
Exactly. ఎందుకంటే ఇది 10/10 millimeters, ఇది 9/10 millimeters. So the distance in between them is basically 1/10 millimeters. Can somebody tell me the distance between these two? Anybody? Is it 2 mm? I mean, this is 20 by 10 mm. This is 18 by 10 mm. Okay, you might, that is a bit confusing for you people, maybe. How do I put it to you people? Let me delete this bit. Now let me explain it clearly. So this is 1 mm. This is 0.9 mm. So the difference is 0.1 mm. You get this part? Now this is 2 mm. This is 0.18 mm. Like twice of 9 mm. Sorry, it's not 0.18. 1.8 mm. This is 0.9 mm. This is 1.8 mm. The difference is here. Anybody? Hello.
0.2 mm, sir.
This time the difference is 0.2 mm. So similarly, the distance between these three is 0.3 mm. Distance between these four is 0.4 mm. The distance between these two is 0.5 mm. You'll just simply repeat that. Let me, why don't I just share my screen and show it to you on a very interesting thing. Wait a second. Guys, can you see my screen now? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, vernier. Yeah. Now clearly observe this thing. Ikkada vernier scale is right below. This is vernier scale. Okay, it's not above. Now clearly observe it. I'm going to zoom it. I'm going to zoom it. Clearly observe what happened. Nenu screenshot this also. Is it still visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now see, clearly observe. This is 10 mm divided into 10 parts. This is 9 mm divided into 10 parts. So each of this unit in the reverse nice simple like main scale is on the top, vernier scale is on the bottom. So each of this length is 0.1 mm. Each of this thing, no, I'm sorry. Each of this is 1 mm. Each of this is 0.9 mm. You getting my point? So the difference between these two is 0.1 mm. The difference between these two is 0.2 mm. The difference between these two is 0.3 mm. These two is 0.4. These two is 0.5. Similarly like that. Okay. So once I hope you can clearly see that. Like let me zoom it more. I hope you can clearly see that. When I move it slightly, when I move it slightly, so that the first units are joined. So wait a second, it's not joined. Yeah. Are? Are? Just give me a second. Look at this situation. Compared to this moved by how much distance? Anybody? Compared to this, how much distance did it move?
0.1.
0.1 m.
0.1 m. Now it moved. Look at that. Since both the second
0.2.
guys, I'm really showing it. This distance is 0.1 mm. This distance is 0.2 mm. The separation between them is 0.3. The separation between 0.4. So when I move the vernier scale, if these two are meeting, which means it moved by 0. If these two are meeting, which means it moved by 0.2. These two meet 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So we can clearly distinguish the movement of the vernier scale by a distance of 0.1 mm. So this is 0.1 mm movement. Sorry, wait a second. This is no movement at all. This is 0.1 mm, 0.2 mm, 0.3 mm, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and now observe, we completed a full 1 mm movement. Can you people tell me how I am talking about full 1 mm movement? Yeah, it's going back somehow. When I release it, it's going back. Yeah. Can you people tell me how I moved it by 1 mm exactly? Because this thing was used to be here. Now it moved by a whole distance of 1 mm. So in the journey of 1 mm, when the vernier scale moved by a distance 1 mm, we were able to distinguish the movement of 0.1 mm, 0.2 mm, 0.3 mm. So we were able to discuss all the 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 7, 8, 0.9, and then all the way to 1 mm. We actually distinguish the whole movement of 1 mm using the vernier scale. Do you understand? First of all, do you understand what we just did? Guys, please let me know if you didn't understand. I'll have to repeat it again. Hello?
Understood.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Now, so I'm going to give you some positions. So you have to give me the reading. Can you people tell me what's the reading here? Which one is matching?
0.8.
Clearly observe. Anybody? Which one is matching?
0.8.
0.8.
The eighth one is matching. So let's look at the reading. Yeah, the reading says it is 0.8 mm only. Get it? Let me get it back and let me try it again. When I remove it, it is... The screen is way too sensitive. Yeah. What's the reading now? Anybody?
0.4.
0.4.
Sir.
So let's see. Yeah. The reading is 0.4 mm, but it is showing it as 0.004 centimeters. So don't worry about it. Now, it's not always like this. Sometimes the reading doesn't start from here. Let us say, no, it's already traveled 4 mm. You getting my point? It's already traveled 4 mm because we've already traveled this whole 4 mm. So now from this point, which one is matching? Now, nothing is matching. Like all the readings are like all the vernier scale readings are not matching with anything. Clearly observe it. Let me take a zoom and a screenshot it. Okay. Since the first one is matching, none of the other vernier readings are matching. Clearly observe that. So the reading is exactly 4 mm this point. Okay. Now let's check that if the reading is 4 mm or not. Yeah, it is 4 mm. But if I move it further, please observe, guys. In the journey of 4 to 5 mm, I'm talking about in the journey of 4 to 5 mm, I'm going to stop somewhere. I hope you're clearly understanding it. And the journey of 4 to 5 mm, I'm going to stop somewhere. I'm going to stop here. Again. In the journey of, just observe the first point of vernier scale. This is a journey. This is a whole journey of 4 to 5 mm. I'm going to stop somewhere such that when I'm removing it, it's moving. It's very sad. Arre. nothing is matching, right? So now in the journey of 4 to 5 mm, like let me explain it. Which one is matching, guys? It's already 4 mm here. Now additionally, if you clearly observe, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one is matching. So what is the reading here? Anybody?
4.4 mm, sir.
Exactly, the reading must be 4.4 mm. Let us see the reading if it's right there. Yeah, it is already showing the value. It is 4.4 mm. Okay, let me try another. Girls, answer. Try to answer this time. Now I'm starting. I hope you're seeing that this is already 7 mm. We're already at 7 mm. In the journey of 7 to 8 mm, in the journey of 7 to 8 mm, I'm going to stop somewhere. So observe this and try to answer. Yeah, now they stop somehow. So girls, anybody?
7.2, sir.
7.2, how?
Sorry.
Observe. You have to calculate the Vernier scale numbers, not the main scale. The main scale already showed, like, let me draw it on the main scale. Exactly. The main scale is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we crossed 7. So 7 mm is fun. So we don't look at the main scale anymore. We've already got the 7 mm part. Okay, now we look at the Vernier scale. This is not matching, this is not matching, this is not matching, this is not matching, this is, but this is matching, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one is matching now. So you write it as 7.5 mm. Manogna, you get it?
Yes, sir.
You might have confused counting from this, kada?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll give you one more. Try to answer that.
Okay.
What did we cross already? This is Manogna. You have to answer.
Okay, sir.
This is you have to answer. Tell me what is this? This is already 8 mm.
8 mm.
Yeah, but if I cross 8 and I put it here, this is possible. Yeah. So shall we count from this?
8.4, sir.
Are you sure about 4? It's already 8 mm on the main scale. Let's look at the Vernier scale reading. This is 0, 1,
Oh, sir.
2.
8.3, sir.
Exactly. Now it is 8.3 mm. So, shall we look at the reading here?
Yes.
It is 8.3 mm. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Let's try one more. Rishit, you have to answer. Answer, Ra. Rishit,
Sir,
answer. No? Any answer, Rishit?
sir, 1.44.
No, don't look at centimeters anymore, first of all. Okay, only try to count them in terms of millimeters. First of all, look at the reading on the main scale, millimeters. 10 millimeters plus 4, so already 14 millimeters. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Since we crossed this point also, 14 millimeters is already done. Now count the Vernier scale reading, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. The fourth one is matching. So
Yes.
14.4 millimeters. They completely forget about centimeters. Like that is where you get confused, people. So even though they are marked in centimeters, don't ever look at the centimeters. You might get confused. So always remember, try to remember them like this. Even though they don't give it, Always remember, try to remember saying this is 0 mm, this is 10 mm, this is 20 mm on the vernier, sorry, main scale. On the vernier scale, don't give them as mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone, boys, anyone wants to give a try? Any more, one more? Anybody? Boys. Tejas.
Sir.
Want to give it a try? Who else?
Yes, sir.
Who else that? Someone else asked.
Yes, sir.
Who is it?
Salchik, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Who is this? Arey, what's your name?
Satvik.
Satvik. Okay. Satvik, let's try this one. Try this one. Try to look at the millimeters only.
Sir, 17.5.
10.5, yes. Yeah. 17.5. Let's look at the reading. Yes, it is 17.5 mm. Get it? Now, if anyone wants to give one more try, I'll give you. But otherwise, I'll just go to teach you the, what do you say? The errors in this thing. Is this clear, guys? If anyone has a doubt in this thing, please raise your hand or say anything. No, I'll take that as a no. So there is no doubts in this part. Let us look at the errors part. So what happens is sometimes, even though when the jaws are meeting, it's just like that. We have a zero error just like a screw gauge. So when the jaws are meeting, you will have something like this. When the jaws are meeting, the vernier scale look like this. So what does it mean? The meaning is it already has a positive error. Clearly count that the number 3 is matching. So it already has, even it's supposed to show 0, but it already is showing 0.3 mm. You getting my point? So you have a positive 0 error. So every time you have a object whose length is, let us take it as 2.4 mm. 2.4 mm, an object of 2.4 mm. You put it inside this vernier calipers, you will get 2.7 mm as the reading. It is obviously it's a faulty reading. This is a faulty reading only. To get the correct reading, what do you do? You have to subtract the value so that you get 2.4 mm. So every time you have a positive 0 error, you take the faulty reading, subtract it, you get the right reading. You getting my point, guys? Guys, you understand it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The thing is, like in this vernier calipers, they mention the 0 error in a very strange way. They say things like when the jaws are meeting, when the heads of the jaws are meeting, this first reading of the vernier scale crossed 0, or they say it's on the right side of this 0. Now the third one is matching, which means it has a positive 0 error. It has a positive 0 error, and since it is since the third one is matching, you already can say that every reading will be an extra of 0.3 mm. Sometimes they give you an error saying, I don't think I can put it here because this is the least amount. Sometimes you know what happens? This even goes to the left side. Oh, wait a second. Can you still see my screen?
No, sir.
You can't see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay, I think it stopped. Let me share it again. Yep. Now you can see it, right? Guys, can you
Yes, sir.
see it now? Yeah. So sometimes what happens is when the jaws are meeting, this vernier scale will be somewhere around here. It comes beyond this 0 and something is matching. let us say it came beyond this thing, and the seventh one is matching. Let me take a zoom thing so that you get a clear idea of it. So in a negative error case, the Vernier scale will be like this. The Vernier scale will it comes beyond this 0, and let us just say in that case the seventh reading is matching with the main scale. Now guys, this is where the tricky part is. If the seventh is matching, which means it traveled back by 0.3 mm. You don't take 0.7 mm as an error, no. If the seventh one is matching, which means it traveled back beyond the point by 0. If the eighth one is matching, if only they mentioned that the Vernier scale is on the left side of the 0, and they say the eighth one is matching, which means the scale has traveled 0.2 mm backwards. So this is the negative 0 error. Now, every time you have a negative 0, what happens? Instead of showing the same 2.4 mm body, it will only show it as 2.2 mm. Where this is a faulty reading, obviously. You will get this faulty reading. To get the correct reading, what do? You add that error and you'll get the final original value as 2.4 mm. Guys, please let me know if you have understood it or not.
Understood, sir.
All right. Now, there is another trick in this thing, which is not in every Vernier scale. Obviously, the main scale is the same. The main scale, you'll always have each part as 1 mm because they take 10 mm. They always split into 10 parts. So the main scale is always 1 mm. But the Vernier scale, we already talked about it. They took 9 mm and made it 10 parts, right? So that is why you got this thing as a 0.9 mm. This thing is 1 mm and this thing is 0.9 mm. So the separation between them is 0.1 mm. This was the least count. They have these formulas like, I don't even remember what the formula is because I don't even care about the formulas ever. Like, look at this. Like, they simply mention, what did they say? There is a formula saying the least count of a Vernier scale is, it is simple. Like, intuitively speaking, it's a distance between the first reading on the main scale and the first reading on the Vernier scale. It's as simple as that. Okay. So they simply say like, there is a formula that says that 1 mm minus the length of Vernier scale by number of parts. So it is like 1 mm minus 0.9 mm. The formula is something similar to this. I'm sorry, I can't remember the formula, but I strongly believe that you don't even need a formula like this. Okay, you can simply intuitively say, let me show you another case. Okay, the cases are not always this. Guys, can you still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
No. So what they do sometimes is they take the main scale just like that. This is the main scale. They take those 10 millimeters only. They split into exactly 10 parts only. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that each part is how much? 1 mm. It's always the same. But with the Vernier scale, they do some tricks like, let me take, oh no, wait a second, it must be there. Yeah. With the Vernier scale, they do these tricks like, they only take not 8 mm, let's take 7 mm. This time they only take a 7 mm Vernier scale and divide it into 8 parts. So they will have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, what is the length of each part, guys? Anybody?
7 by 8.
7 by 8 mm. Okay, so the distance between these two units is how much now? 1 mm minus that 7 by 8 mm, which is 1 by 8 mm is the least count now. just for the problems purpose, for the purpose of problems, they give it like this. They make things like they reduce the vernier scale length and divide it into 8 parts. They can divide it into 9 parts, then it will be 7 by 9 mm. They can divide it into any number of parts. It is just that you will get a different least count. Now, in most of the reality cases, that doesn't happen. They always have it as 9 mm divided into 10 parts only. Okay, that is the most used vernier calipers. They don't ever, I've never seen anybody use it like that. Okay. Sometimes this is also used where they take the whole 10 mm. They again take the whole 10 mm, divide it into 11 parts. So each unit length will be, anybody? Hello? Hello? Can you people hear me? Hello? Is the connection lost, guys? Please let me know.
No, sir.
So each unit length will be how much? 10 mm?
10 by 11 mm.
Oh, did I write mm? I'm sorry, 11 parts. This is 11 parts. So each unit will be 10 by 11 mm. So the distance between these two will be how much? 1
1 by
mm
11.
minus 10 by 11 mm, which is 1 by 11 mm. This will be the least count. There are some problems like this also. Okay, now you look at the theory in your textbooks and you will clearly understand what is screw gauge and what is vernier calipers. I'll try to get you a DPP today as soon as possible. You try the problems, and even if you have some doubts, you can post them by evening and I will discuss. Okay, this is an important topic, guys. Don't hesitate to ask any doubts from this. All right. Any more doubts before I end the session? Guys, any more doubts before I end the session? No? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Then I'm ending the session. You try to look at the problems of screw gauge and vernier calipers. You can find them in books. You can find them in even online, like in Google. Try to directly search the questions from Google. There are a lot of questions on Google from vernier calipers and Google screw gauge. Try them on. You'll get some answers, and that's it. So I'm ending the session. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.